Hello YouTube Live, this is Tim Stanley, your favorite movie critic. Well, if you're watching my video, I hope that you like. And again, I did promise you one on all the original Batman movies, and again, also talking a little bit about the animated series, the original 66 show, and also The Batman, which was a little years after Batman the Animated Series, and I'm going to start. To sum up each and every one of the movies, they all were very different, but I think for every one of them, Adam West, he was the perfect Batman for his time. Um, it was the 60s. It was a different time. Yes, Batman was still becoming a character because he started off in the 40s, 50s. So I know the exact year, but forgive me for my knowledge. Kind of got a little of a headache, so kind of can't remember everything. But again, let's get back to the subject. Adam West, which leads again to Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton, perfect Batman for the 80s. Perfect. He was dark. It was gritty. Both Batman and Batman Returns were both great movies. Again, for me, this is just my opinion. Batman Forever had Val Kilmer, which again, to me, I honestly liked him as Batman. A lot of people say that they don't like him or Chris O'Donnell. For me, it's not that I don't like Chris O'Donnell. I think that Robin was too old in that movie. That's just my personal opinion. Again, now we go to George Clooney. I don't even know how to even put this nicely because I don't think there is a way. But for Batman and Robin, there is no real nice way to say it. There was a ton of corny jokes. It was a telling of a story, and yeah, everyone liked Mr. Freeze, but I'm like, what is there really nice to say about that movie? It's just one of the least favorite Batman movies liked out there. And again, that's also with me. So, and then we move into the 2000s. Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, and The Dark Knight Rises. Loved that trilogy. Yes, it was a darker, grittier Batman, but Batman is a dark and grittier character. He's a human, and he is flawed, and he does make mistakes, and that's one thing that the trilogy was able to show, was the fact that Batman is not this perfect character who's always going to have money, who is just always on top of things. He makes mistakes, he made mistakes, but he also made choices, and I mean, he not only lost his parents, but in the whole trilogy, he lost more than his parents. So, like I said, it's my personal opinion that that's my favorite of the Batman. Again, just me. So you can take it as you like. Alright, and the next one. Good old Ben Affleck. I won't say I disliked him, but I won't say I fully liked him. Yes, he was a darker Batman, but the way that the DC universe was going at the time was meant to be a tone of dark. To me, he's only really done 3 movies, and that is Batman vs. Superman, the Suicide Squad, which he was barely in, and then the Justice League, which I only count the Zack Snyder Justice League. For the people out there, you may count them both. I don't know where you feel, so that's just me. And again, I'm saying that's just me. And then the most recent, The Batman. I actually enjoyed it. The only one complaint I have about it is narration is good if you're not already seeing the story unwind. Like, you already know kind of what's going on, but the narration in the movie was like, did it really need to be there? Because we kind of already know that it's a dark time. Gotham's already gone through all this. Now, I will say this much. One thing I disliked about the movie, I won't say I disliked it, but it was a new perception of showing the fact that his parents were flawed. And I mean, I'm one of those ones, you never talk ill will of the dead, even if they are just made up characters, but it just seemed like they had to give his parents flaws and all this stuff, and I'm like, every Batman comic book, yeah, they were just his parents and they left him money, but again, he took that money and he became Batman. And like I said, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the movie, but giving people who you don't even see die, like all this whole scandal, this whole thing, I mean, like I said, could have gone without it. But again, that is just my personal opinion. Alright, now the 3 shows that I said I was going to talk about. Batman the Animated Series, one of my favorite ones, still to this day. If you ever get a chance, I definitely highly recommend it. Yes, not everything that I am recommending, or I've said is one of my favorites, I do recommend for kids, but Batman the Animated Series I do. Batman the 66 series. I won't say it's not one of my favorites, but it's a different Batman show. Oh yes, and I did forget one more. Batman the Brave and the Bold, which I will also hit on that one. Alright. But yeah, the Batman 66 was very much, again, Adam West, perfect for his time. He was able to make it to where, again, it was witty, it was comedy. You know, it was Batman for that time. The Batman. Again, I like the show. The only difference that I say between the animated series and the Batman that I didn't like is the fact that with the animated series, you could hear a little bit of a tone of a voice of whenever he was Bruce Wayne and then whenever he was Batman. And that I think is important because you're going to need to hide your voice because you don't want people to be like, hey, look, there's Bruce Wayne. He's clearly Bruce Wayne. I can hear it. And then from the next one is Batman the Brave and the Bold. That one is also definitely one of my favorites because it mixed the dark version of the Batman and made that 66 Batman, and they were actually able to make it to where he was teaming up with people, he was teaming up with other heroes, and to me, like I said, overall, just a good show. So if you ever get your chance, definitely, like I said, definitely recommend Batman the Animated Series, the Batman 66, and Batman the Brave and the Bold. Only if you're a Batman fan. And again, like I said, this is just my opinion, so. And be forewarned, there will be more reviews of other shows. I'm going to also review Quantum Leap coming up soon. So, if you enjoy my videos, please feel free to say something. If you disagree with me, I also, again, feel free to say it. But if you are watching my videos, I thank you, and I hope you have a great day.